All right, we have another question here. We have a question 1.1. That says solve for x, and in the previous video we did question 1.1.1. Now we're going to do a question 1.1.2. All right, the question 1.1.2 says, I'm going to write it over here. It's 2x² plus 7x minus 1 equal to 0. Now we need to find the value of x, correct to 2 decimal places. Okay, let me give you a hint here. Whenever you see the statements correct to certain decimal places, or leave your answer in the third form next to the quadratic equation, understand that here you don't factorize, okay? Don't factorize. So you can solve the equation either by completing the square or by using the quadratic formula. Let's start by using the quadratic formula. Let's see here, by using quadratic formula. By just want to say using quadratic formula, or just quadratic formula. See here, quadratic formula. Okay, the quadratic formula is given by x is equal to minus b plus minus square root of b squared minus 4ac over 2a. Okay, where the quadratic equation itself is ax² plus bx plus c equal to 0. Now, first of all, we're going to identify the values of a, b, and c in the quadratic equation. We're going to sub those values in the quadratic formula to find the value of x. Now, so about this, the values of x are like the value of a, b, c are the coefficient of a is the coefficient of x², so a is 2, and then b is 7, and then c is -1. So over here, a will be equal to 2, b will be 7, and then c is not 1, but -1, okay? So we're going to sub in these values in the quadratic formula. So it's going to be like minus b plus minus square root of b squared minus 4ac. Okay, over 2a. Now we can sub in the value of a, b, and c. So it's -b, so b is 7, plus minus square root of b squared, so 7 squared, minus 4a, a is 2, and then c is -1 over 2a, a is 2. Then we're going to sub this in the calculator. We already have the setup written there, so I just want to substitute the values. So minus b, so minus 7. Let's work out the positive first, and then we have like and then square root of b squared, so 7 squared, minus 4a, which is 2 now, delete, substitute by 2, and then c is -1. So over 2a, and then a has the value of 2. Now, when we press equal, now we have this third value, because we have like square root of 57, cannot be simplified. Now we have like x will be equal to -7 plus minus square root of 57 over 4. Okay, this value here generate two solutions, okay? One with the positive and the other with the negative. So let's start with the positive first, okay? If the positive, you press SD here, and then because I said correct to two decimal places, we're going to look at the decimal places. We're going to look at the third decimal place value, which is 7. Because 7 is more than 5, it's more than 5, then we're going to increase the number 3 by 1 unit. So the solution here will be 0.14. Now we're going to change. This time we're going to put a negative here. Now this will be We need to change now, we count with a negative. With negative now, if we press equal, we press SD. Okay, we look at the decimal place, the third decimal place, which is 7. Okay, now we're going, because 7 is more than 5, we're going to increase the second decimal place by 1 unit. So this becomes negative 3.64. So X will be negative 3.64. So these are the solution of this quadratic equation. It can also be solved by completing the square. We'll write here by completing the square. By completing the square. Remember, as in the previous video, I said completing the square is when we change the C value, okay, into the form of negative b over 2a, okay, to the power of 2. Now, and then I said it's only possible when you do use this formula when when a is equal to 1. But cases like this, a is not equal to 1 because you have like 2x squared plus 7x minus 1 equal to 0. How can we do that then? Okay, first we need to make a equal to 1 by dividing the whole equation by the coefficient of x squared, okay? We divide the whole equation by x squared, and this would be then x squared plus 7 over 2x minus a half. Okay, so now I prefer to move that negative a half over, becomes positive a half here. Now I need to find the C value. I'm going to do it somewhere here. Like C will be it's b over, it's negative b over 2a, okay, 2a. Now, when I look at the value of b has the value of 7 over 2 now. This is the newer value of b. It's 7 over 2. On the right here, 7 over 2. Sorry. I mean, the formula here is just negative b over 2, okay? Because we already, so it's b over 2. So on the right, over 2, okay, I'm going to write the value of b, which is 7 over 2, 7 over 2 to the power of 2. And then this is equal to 7 over 4 to the power of 2, if I can move, okay, to the power of 2, which is equivalent to 49 over 16. Then I'm going to add the same value over here. So on the right, I will add 7 over 4 to the power of 2. Then also I'm going to add the same value to make my equation identical, okay? So I'm going to add 7 over 4 to the power of 2. I prefer to write its numerical value, which is, I'll say simplified value. I mean, since 49 over 16. Then at the moment that we completed the square with the newer C value, we can just take the basis, okay? We can just take the basis. So it's going to be now x plus 7 over 4 to the power of 2. And then if you wonder where the 7 over 2x went, expand this, okay? Do x plus 7 over 4 times x plus 7 over 4. You will retrieve all the terms in this equation. Now this will be, okay, we had a half there. So I'm going to write like this. Okay, I want to have like, also, for me to work out this fraction, they must have a same denominator, right? So I'll times here by 8, and times there also by 8 to make my equation the same. So now this will be x plus 7 over 4 to the power of 2 will be equal to 8 over 16 plus 49 over 16. Then now that the denominator are common, we can just add the numerator, okay? So we'll do x plus 7 over 4 to the power of 2 will be equal to 8 plus 49 is equal to 57. So that makes it 57 over 16. Then what we can do, to reduce this, I'm going to square root this side, this and that, okay? Why square root? Because square root will cancel the power of 2. I'll cancel the power of 2. And then over here, I will have, I think, a space. I will get then x plus 7 over 4 equal to plus minus square root of 57 over 16. And then this is x plus 7 over 4 equal to plus minus root 57 over 4. And then we can move the 7 over 4 on the other side of the equal sign. So x plus 7 over 4 equal to negative, oops, I say we need to move it on the other side of the equal sign. Note that whenever we square root both sides, okay, we ought to place plus minus over here. If you don't know, if you don't know perhaps why we do that, because you know, let me ask you something. If I ask you 5 to the power of 2, you tell me it's 25, okay? And if I ask you negative 5 to the power of 2, it must be 25 also. If you doubt, press that way, the same way I typed in the calculator, you get 25. So in other words, somehow 25 is the square of both 5 and negative 5. That's why when we square root both sides, we put plus minus here, okay? So within an equation, we put plus minus there. So that makes x is equal to negative 7 over 4 plus root 50, plus minus root 57 over 4, which is the same thing we get over here. Okay, negative 7 plus minus root 57 over 4. Okay, because we can write the two fractions, the same fraction, which is negative 7 plus minus root 57 over 4. Now generate two solutions. One will be equal to 0.14, and the other will be negative 3.64. Thank you.